But first at 5, one step closer to justice for the little girl who was known for months only as Baby Doe.
And we now know her name is Bella Bond. And today, her mother and her mother's boyfriend went before a judge for the first time, charged in connection with the 2-year-old's death. Eyewitness News reporter Steve Nielsen joins us now live in our studio with the details.
Guys, in court, we learned DNA testing confirmed Bella Bond is Baby Doe. And we also learned how authorities believe she died and how her alleged killer was tracked down. The courtroom was filled with emotions as Rochelle Bond and Michael McCarthy were escorted in.
I hope you rot in hell. I'm leaving. You rot in hell.
Investigators say McCarthy killed Bella Bond, known before as Baby Doe, and Rochelle Bond helped get rid of her daughter's body. In court, we learned the two's former roommate was the one who told police. Prosecutor David Deacon says the man moved out before Bella's death because of how the two treated the toddler.
On at least 2 occasions, locked the girl in a closet for between 30 minutes and an hour, and while she screamed to be let out.
Deacon said McCarthy claims he can see ghosts and demons. One night, investigators say Bella wouldn't go to bed. Authorities say Rochelle told them McCarthy went to put her to bed. Rochelle walked in.
Standing over Bella with his hand near her abdomen, and when Ms. Bond looked at Bella, her head appeared to her to be swollen and her face was gray. She went to her daughter and picked her up, and she told police that she knew at that moment that her daughter was dead.
Prosecutors say McCarthy told Bond Bella was a demon and it was her time to die. Deacon says they dumped the girl's body in the bay. She was found days later, igniting a massive campaign to identify her. Prosecutors say the former roommate thought Bella wasn't around anymore because DCF took her. But he told authorities Rochelle admitted it.
Ms. Bond broke down crying and said, "I'll never see my daughter again." And he asked her, "What do you mean by that?" And she responded, "Michael McCarthy killed her."
Bond's attorney argued McCarthy held Bond captive and under duress after Bella's death. She was held on $1 million bail. McCarthy was held without bail. New at 6, hear from Bella's biological father. He was in the courtroom today and spoke with reporters outside. I'm Steve Nielsen, Eyewitness News.
We begin with new developments in the heartbreaking Baby Doe investigation. Bella Bond's mother and her mother's boyfriend appeared in court today. Michael McCarthy is accused of killing the 2.5-year-old. Rochelle Bond is accused of helping him cover it up.
New at 6, we're hearing from the toddler's biological father who was in the courtroom for their arraignments. Eyewitness News reporter Steve Nielsen joins us now live in the newsroom.
Guys, there's been a lot of finger pointing and questions about who knew what when and how did nobody notice that Bella went missing. Her biological father spoke to reporters outside of court. He actually defended Bella's mother.
Absolutely.
Surrounded by a mob of reporters, the biological father of Baby Doe, now identified as Bella Bond, answered questions.
I just wanted to let McCarthy know that he wasn't going to last a day and that he's done.
Inside the courtroom, he watched as Michael McCarthy and Bella's mom, Rochelle Bond, were formally charged. Investigators say McCarthy believed he could see demons, and one night he went to put Bella to bed. Rochelle walked in.
Her head appeared to her to be swollen and her face was gray. She went to her daughter and picked her up, and she told police that she knew at that moment that her daughter was dead.
Bond told prosecutors McCarthy believed Bella was a demon and it was her time to die. Investigators say they put the toddler's body in a bag and threw it in the bay.
The hardest part about this for me is that I will never be able to see or hold my daughter ever.
Her biological father never met his daughter. He believes this is DCF's fault and says he's sympathetic for Bella's mom.
Michael McCarthy was injecting 1 gram to 3 grams of heroin in her jugular vein every day for 5 months, keeping her sedated.
McCarthy is charged with murder. He's held without bail. Bond's bail is set at $1 million. She's charged with accessory after the fact, and her attorney argued the same thing that the biological father also argued, that she was drugged and sedated and held captive. Now, Boston news outlets have been reporting that there is going to be a vigil for Bella on Deer Island tonight. That's where, of course, her body was found. Live in the newsroom, I'm Steve Nielsen, Eyewitness News.